Welcome to English MindTalk, where real conversations change the way you think.
I'm Jessi.
And I'm Tom.
Today, we need to talk about something people feel but rarely say out loud.
Let me guess.
Go ahead.
The panic people feel on Monday morning when someone casually asks, "So, what did you do this weekend?"
Exactly. Why does that question feel like a pop quiz?
Because suddenly your brain forgets the entire weekend.
Yes, everything disappears. Friday night, Saturday, Sunday, gone.
And then you say the most awkward sentence possible,
Like, I was, staying at home.
which immediately sounds wrong.
And then you panic more.
Because now you're thinking about grammar instead of your life.
Meanwhile, the other person is just waiting.
Politely smiling.
But inside, you feel like you're failing an English exam.
It's funny, though.
What is?
The weekend question is supposed to be the easiest conversation in English.
Then why does it feel like the hardest?
Because people think they need perfect sentences.
Don't they?
Not at all.
Wait, really?
Real conversations are messy.
That's not what textbooks show.
Exactly the problem.
Textbooks make it sound like people say things like, I spent my weekend engaging in recreational activities.
No human says that.
Unless they're writing a school essay.
Or applying for a job.
So when someone asks about your weekend, what do real people actually say?
Usually something simple.
Like?
Nothing special.
That's it?
Sometimes even less.
Less than that?
Just relaxed.
That feels too easy.
Because your brain expects difficulty.
My brain always expects difficulty with English.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
What did you actually do last weekend?
Be honest?
Always.
I watched 3 episodes of a show, ordered food, and ignored my laundry.
That sounds like a successful weekend.
My laundry might disagree.
But that's a perfect conversation answer.
You're joking.
Imagine someone asks you, "How was your weekend?"
Okay.
You say, "Pretty chill. I just watched a show and ordered food."
That actually sounds natural.
Because it is.
But when I try to say that in English, I start overthinking.
What do you think about first?
Grammar.
And that's where everything collapses.
Completely.
Here's the secret most learners never hear.
I'm listening.
Conversation is not about perfect grammar.
Then what is it about?
Shared moments.
That sounds philosophical.
But it's practical.
Explain.
When someone asks about your weekend, they're not testing your English.
Then what are they doing?
They're inviting you into a small moment of connection.
That sounds deeper than a Monday office question.
It actually is.
So people don't care if the sentence is perfect?
Not really.
Then why do I feel judged?
Because you're judging yourself first.
That might be painfully accurate.
Most language anxiety is internal.
So the pressure isn't coming from the other person.
It's coming from you.
I hate when you're right.
You'll get used to it.
Probably not.
Let's imagine a real conversation.
Okay.
Someone at work asks you, "How was your weekend?"
My brain immediately says, danger.
Instead of panic, try curiosity.
Curiosity about my own weekend?
Yes.
So what should I say?
Start simple.
Give me an example.
It was pretty relaxing.
That sounds safe.
Then add one detail.
Like?
I went for a walk.
Or maybe I watched a movie.
Exactly.
Wait, that's actually how people talk.
Because conversations grow step by step.
Not big, perfect sentences.
Just small pieces.
But what if someone asks more questions?
That's a good sign.
Why?
Because the conversation is alive.
Okay, but sometimes I freeze.
That happens to everyone.
Even native speakers?
Especially native speakers.
Really?
Have you ever noticed how often people say,
Constantly.
That's thinking time.
So pauses are normal.
Very normal.
That actually makes me feel better.
Good.
But there's another problem.
What is it?
Sometimes my weekend is boring.
Most weekends are.
Then what do you say?
Let me tell you something surprising.
Go on.
Boring weekends create the best conversations.
That makes no sense.
Think about it.
I'm trying.
If you say, "I climbed a mountain," the conversation ends quickly.
Because people just say, wow,
Exactly.
and then silence.
But if you say, honestly, I just stayed home and did nothing,
That sounds like my weekend.
people relate to that.
Because everyone is tired.
Then the other person says, same here.
That actually happens a lot.
And suddenly the conversation feels human.
So honesty works better than impressive stories.
Almost always.
That's comforting.
Let me ask you another question.
Okay.
Why do you think people ask about weekends in the first place?
Small talk?
Yes, but there's something deeper.
What do you mean?
Weekends reveal who people are outside work.
Oh.
Your hobbies, your habits, your energy,
Your level of laziness.
or your level of peace.
I like that interpretation better.
Me too.
But sometimes the question still feels uncomfortable.
When exactly?
When you compare your weekend to someone else's.
That's interesting.
Imagine this.
I'm listening.
Someone says, I went hiking, met friends, tried a new restaurant.
And you say,
I slept.
that sounds like a great weekend to me.
But in that moment, it feels like losing a competition.
A competition nobody created,
Social comparison is dangerous.
especially in casual conversation.
Suddenly, your relaxing weekend feels like failure.
Even though your body probably needed it.
So maybe the real problem isn't English.
I was waiting for you to realize that.
The problem is pressure.
Exactly.
Pressure to sound interesting.
Pressure to sound fluent.
Pressure to sound impressive.
None of which are necessary.
Then what actually makes a good conversation about weekends?
Curiosity.
Curiosity about the other person?
Yes.
So instead of worrying about my answer,
Ask a question back.
like what?
What about you?
That's so simple.
The best conversations are simple.
That's a theme today.
Simplicity creates comfort.
But let me challenge you.
Please do.
If it's so simple, why do millions of English learners struggle with this question?
Because the question hides something bigger.
Bigger than grammar?
Much bigger.
Now I'm curious.
Good.
What's the real reason people freeze when talking about their weekend?
It's not about English at all.
Then what is it about?
It's about identity.
Identity?
Think about it.
Okay.
When someone asks about your weekend, they're indirectly asking something else.
What exactly?
Who are you when work disappears?
That suddenly feels like a deep question.
Because it is.
So when people struggle to answer,
Sometimes they're not struggling with English.
they're struggling with that question.
Exactly.
But that leads to a strange thought.
What thought?
What if someone genuinely doesn't know how they spent their weekend?
That happens more often than people admit.
Really?
Yes.
How is that possible?
Because many people move through their days automatically.
Like autopilot.
Work, eat, sleep, repeat.
That sounds familiar.
Weekends sometimes become recovery mode
So the question, what did you do, becomes difficult.
because nothing memorable happened.
And then people feel embarrassed.
Exactly.
But maybe that embarrassment is unnecessary.
I agree.
Still, something about this conversation feels unfinished.
What do you mean?
We're talking about weekends like they're simple.
Aren't they?
Not always.
What makes them complicated?
Some people love weekends,
True.
but some people secretly dread them.
That's an interesting direction.
And I think it explains something about the weekend question.
Now you've got my attention.
Because when someone asks, what did you do this weekend?
Yes.
Some people that question quietly reveals something they don't want to admit.
And what might that be?
That they spent the entire weekend feeling unexpectedly lonely.
That's more common than people think.
But nobody says it.
Because loneliness feels like a confession,
Even though millions of people feel it every weekend.
especially in big cities.
It's strange, isn't it?
What is?
During the week, everyone is busy. Work, meetings, noise, schedules.
Constant movement.
Then the weekend arrives, and suddenly everything becomes quiet.
Silence can be uncomfortable.
Especially if you don't know what to do with it.
That's when people open social media.
And immediately see everyone hiking, traveling, laughing in restaurants.
Highlight reels.
Which makes your quiet weekend look like a mistake.
But it's not a mistake.
It feels like one, though.
Only because comparison is loud.
So when Monday comes and someone asks about your weekend,
The pressure doubles.
because you're not just speaking English,
You're also defending your life choices.
that sentence hit harder than expected.
Most small talk hides bigger emotions.
Let me ask you something honestly.
Go ahead.
Have you ever avoided answering that question?
Of course.
Really?
Many times.
What did you say instead?
Something vague.
Like what?
It was pretty quiet.
That's the universal code for nothing happened.
Exactly.
But nothing happened isn't always bad.
Sometimes it's exactly what people need.
I once spent an entire weekend doing almost nothing.
That sounds peaceful.
At first, it felt lazy.
And then?
By Sunday night, I felt calmer than I had in months.
Rest is underrated.
Especially honest rest.
Let's talk about something practical for a moment.
Okay.
Imagine someone asks you, what did you do this weekend?
The famous question,
And you actually stayed home.
which happens a lot.
What could you say?
Maybe I just stayed home and relaxed.
Perfect.
That feels natural.
You could also say, nothing exciting, I just rested.
That sounds very real.
Or even simpler,
Simpler than that?
I had a quiet weekend.
I like that one.
Why?
Because it sounds peaceful instead of boring.
Words shape perception.
That's true.
But here's another trick people use.
I'm curious.
Add a tiny detail.
Like what?
I had a quiet weekend. I watched a movie and cooked a little.
That instantly sounds like a normal life.
Exactly.
Not impressive, not embarrassing.
Just human.
But sometimes weekends are actually busy.
True.
Then I get nervous about explaining everything.
You don't have to explain everything.
That feels illegal somehow.
Conversations are summaries.
Not documentaries.
Exactly.
So if I visited friends, cleaned my apartment, went shopping, and watched a movie,
You could say one sentence.
which is,
It was pretty busy. I met some friends and ran a few errands.
ran a few errands is such a useful phrase
Native speakers love it.
because it hides many boring activities,
Grocery shopping, laundry, cleaning.
all inside one elegant sentence.
Language is efficient like that.
I wish textbooks taught these things.
Textbooks love perfect grammar more than real life.
Real life prefers shortcuts.
Let's try a small experiment.
Okay,
I'll ask you the question.
I'm nervous already.
How was your weekend?
It was pretty relaxed. I stayed home most of the time and watched a show.
That sounded natural.
Really?
Completely.
Now you answer.
All right.
Yeah, how was your weekend?
Pretty good. I went for a long walk and caught up on some reading.
That sounded calm.
It was.
That exchange felt surprisingly easy.
Because it's how people actually talk.
No complicated grammar.
Just simple past tense.
But there's another moment that scares people.
Which moment?
When the other person asks a follow-up question.
Like what?
What show did you watch?
That's curiosity again.
And suddenly the conversation continues.
Which is a good thing.
Unless you forgot the name of the show.
That happens often.
What do you say then?
Be honest.
I forgot the name.
Exactly.
That's allowed?
Humans forget things constantly.
This conversation is slowly removing my fear of Monday mornings.
That was the goal.
But I still think there's something deeper about weekends.
I agree.
Weekends feel like a mirror
A mirror of what?
of how satisfied you are with life.
That's an interesting observation.
If someone loves their weekends, they probably feel balanced.
And if someone dreads them?
Something might be missing.
Maybe connection?
Maybe purpose.
Maybe rest?
Or maybe people simply forgot how to enjoy free time.
That happens more than we realize.
During childhood, weekends felt magical.
2 entire days of possibility.
Now, many adults reach Friday and feel exhausted.
So the weekend becomes recovery instead of adventure.
Sleep late,
Watch something,
repeat,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
but people feel guilty about it.
Because society celebrates productivity.
Even during rest.
Did you learn a new skill?
Did you go somewhere amazing?
Did you accomplish something?
Sometimes the best accomplishment is breathing slowly for 2 days.
That might be the healthiest answer anyone could give.
Imagine saying that at work.
What did you do this weekend?
I recovered from being human.
That would confuse people.
But they might secretly understand.
Probably.
I'm starting to think the weekend question is not really about activities.
Then what is it about?
It's about checking emotional temperature.
Explain that.
When someone asks you about your weekend, they're asking something softer.
Such as?
Are you okay?
That's insightful.
If you say, it was great, people feel your energy.
If you say it was exhausting, they understand your mood.
If you say it was quiet, they sense calm.
So the weekend answer communicates emotion.
More than information.
That explains something interesting.
What?
Sometimes people talk about their weekend for 5 minutes
Even if nothing dramatic happened.
because they're sharing feelings, not events.
That's why good listeners make conversations comfortable.
Exactly.
But there's a moment that always fascinates me.
Which moment?
When two people realize they had the same kind of weekend.
That creates instant connection.
Like when someone says, I just stayed home and watched movies.
And the other person says, me too.
Suddenly, both people relax.
Because normal becomes shared.
And shared experiences remove pressure.
That's the magic of everyday conversation.
It reminds us we're not alone.
Even in simple moments.
Especially in simple moments.
But let me ask you something curious.
Go ahead.
If weekends reveal so much about people,
Yes?
why do many people feel their weekends disappear so quickly?
That's so true.
Friday night arrives.
Then suddenly it's Sunday evening.
Where does the time go?
I've asked myself that question many times.
Some psychologists say something interesting about this.
Now I'm curious again.
Time feels faster when days are predictable.
Meaning routines.
Wake up,
Eat,
watch something.
sleep.
The brain compresses those memories.
So the weekend feels shorter.
Exactly.
That explains childhood again.
Everything was new,
New places, new games, new experiences.
so time felt longer.
That's a little sad.
Or a little motivating.
Motivating how?
Maybe the secret to a longer feeling weekend is one small new thing.
Not a huge adventure.
Just something different.
Like trying a new cafe.
Or walking a different street.
Or reading a book in a park.
Small novelty stretches memory.
Which stretches time.
Then Monday arrives.
And when someone asks about your weekend,
You actually remember something clearly.
that's a nice idea.
But here's something even more interesting.
What now?
The weekend question works both directions.
What do you mean?
When you ask someone about their weekend,
Yes?
you might learn something unexpected about them.
Like a hidden hobby?
Or a quiet struggle.
That's true.
Sometimes the most revealing answers are the simplest ones.
Such as?
I mostly stayed home.
That sentence can mean many things.
Peace,
Loneliness,
rest,
or reflection.
which is why listening matters.
More than speaking.
Exactly.
But now I want to ask you a strange question.
I'm ready.
What if someone asks you about your weekend,
Yes.
and your honest answer is something people rarely say out loud?
Like what?
What if the real answer is,
Go on.
I spent most of the weekend thinking about my life?
That might lead to a very different conversation.
That might lead to a very different conversation,
The kind that people usually avoid.
because thinking about life can sound heavy.
Especially on a Monday morning.
Most offices are not ready for existential discussions before coffee.
Imagine the silence if someone said that.
What did you do this weekend?
I question the direction of my entire life.
That would definitely change the energy of the room.
People might slowly walk away.
Or pretend they suddenly have a meeting.
But the funny thing is,
What?
many people actually do that on weekends.
Reflect?
Yes,
When the noise of the week disappears, thoughts get louder?
that's exactly it.
Weekends create space.
In space invites questions.
Questions like,
Am I happy with my routine?
am I moving in the right direction?
Is this the life I imagined?
Those are powerful questions,
And slightly terrifying ones.
which is why people distract themselves.
Endless scrolling.
Streaming shows.
Cleaning the apartment 3 times.
Productivity can be a hiding place.
That sentence felt personal.
I'm guilty of it too.
Good, I'm not alone.
But sometimes reflection is useful.
As long as it doesn't turn into overthinking.
There's a thin line between the two.
Reflection asks questions.
Overthinking repeats them endlessly.
Weekends can easily become overthinking marathons.
Especially Sunday evenings.
Sunday evenings feel different from Saturday mornings.
Completely different mood.
Saturday feels open.
Full of possibility.
Sunday evening feels like a quiet countdown.
The return of responsibility.
That's when people suddenly remember unfinished tasks,
Emails.
deadlines.
Monday meetings.
And then someone casually asks, "How was your weekend?"
Right when the weekend is emotionally ending.
Maybe that's why the question feels complicated.
Because it captures a moment that's already gone.
I like that idea.
Weekends are like small stories.
2-day stories.
And Monday morning is when we summarize them.
In one sentence.
Which is almost impossible sometimes.
Especially if the weekend was emotional.
Emotional how?
Maybe someone visited family.
That can bring memories.
Or someone spent time alone thinking about the future.
Or someone tried to rest but couldn't relax.
That happens a lot.
Rest requires a calm mind.
Which many people don't have.
So they sit on the couch trying to relax.
While their brain is still running at work speed.
Exactly.
That's the worst kind of weekend.
Busy mind, quiet room.
That combination is dangerous.
But here's something interesting.
I'm listening.
Even those weekends can create meaningful conversations.
How?
Because honesty invites honesty.
Give me an example.
Someone asks, "How was your weekend?"
Okay.
You say, "Honestly, I tried to relax, but my mind was still busy."
That sounds very real.
And the other person might say, "I know that feeling."
Suddenly, the conversation becomes human again.
Exactly.
I think people underestimate the power of simple honesty.
Especially in everyday English.
We often think we need perfect sentences.
Or impressive stories.
But connection usually starts with ordinary truth.
Well said.
Let's go back to the practical side for a moment.
All right.
If someone asks about your weekend, what are the most natural answers?
Let's list a few.
Good idea.
Good.
It was pretty relaxing.
I mostly stayed home.
I met some friends.
I just caught up on sleep.
I went for a walk.
Nothing special, honestly.
All simple.
All natural.
And each one opens the door to more conversation.
That's the important part.
Conversation is not a performance.
It's a shared moment.
Exactly. You know what I realized during this conversation?
What did you realize?
The weekend question is actually a gift.
That's an unexpected perspective.
Think about it.
I am.
Someone is giving you a small chance to talk about your life.
Even if it's just for 30 seconds.
A tiny window into who you are outside work.
That's meaningful.
And if you ask the question back,
You learn something about them too.
maybe their favorite hobby.
Or their favorite way to relax.
Or the fact that they also spent the weekend doing absolutely nothing.
Which might secretly be their favorite thing.
I'm starting to appreciate quiet weekends more.
They are underrated.
Society celebrates busy weekends.
Trips, events, adventures,
But calm weekends repair the mind.
and prepare us for the week.
Maybe the perfect weekend isn't exciting.
Maybe it's balanced.
A little rest,
A little movement,
a little connection.
and maybe one small new experience.
Just enough to create a memory.
Then Monday arrives.
And someone asks the question again.
How was your weekend?
And this time, you don't panic.
Because the answer doesn't need to be perfect.
It just needs to be real.
Maybe you say, "It was nice. I finally slowed down."
Or, it was quiet, but I needed that.
Or simply, "It was good."
Sometimes the simplest answer carries the most peace.
I like that.
And the conversation continues.
Maybe toward movies.
Maybe toward hobbies.
Maybe toward deeper topics.
Or maybe it just stays simple.
Which is perfectly fine.
Because not every conversation needs to change your life.
Some just remind you that you're sharing the same world.
One Monday morning at a time.
One small question at a time.
And sometimes that small question reveals something surprising.
What kind of surprise?
That the person sitting across from you,
Yes?
they also spent their weekend trying to slow down, understand life, and breathe for a moment.
Which means something important.
What's that?
None of us are as alone in our weekends as we think.
That might be the most comforting answer to the question. So next Monday, when someone asks about the weekend,
What will you say?
honestly,
Always?
I'll probably say something simple like,
Go on.
it was quiet, but it was exactly what I needed.